Greetings, everyone. Happy Saturday. How are y'all doing today? Happy Saturn Day. Today's the day that Saturn rules. And I want y'all to know that it is a whole new day, you all. Mercury goes retrograde, went retrograde this morning at 9:30. And I have been talking a lot about how reality is going to change. And it's hard to talk about in description because I've not experienced it in real time. I'm just reading codes to say what it looks like. And what I'm always reminded of is that when I was a little girl, which was in the 70s, you all, we all had 3 television stations. We had NBC, CBS, and ABC. Those stations were run by white men, probably particularly Jewish men, who were narrating the reality, the world, through the lens of black people and everyone. Like everything that we saw on TV was approved by these white men, Jewish men, whatever it was. And they created the foundation of the world kind of based upon it. And now we have so much technology and so many avenues for expression, and we are no longer being dominated by external forces in the ways that we were. We can now think for ourselves. They're not telling us how to be black and how to, right? We can do this on our own terms. And we govern the imaginative that we govern. We are the rulers of the spiritual realm, the unseen realm. Why? Because we have melanin. And because when we tap in, when the sun taps into our melanin, it creates a reality based upon our subconscious programming. So all of that is changing. And Mercury went retrograde today, and something has happened that probably is not on the news, but Nigeria has refused to cooperate with, like, all the oil in the world has been governed by the US dollar. So wherever they were buying and selling oil, it was done in dollars. And that gave the United States supreme power over the world because the energy resource that the world was using was traded in dollars. And Nigeria is one of the big traders of oil, and they just took another form of payment from other than dollars. And Trump has said, is like threatening war, because that means that America has lost its fucking power, y'all. It is really a big deal. But the point of it is for us to understand, and that it's Nigeria, because Nigeria is supposedly one of the countries with which a lot of Americans who were quote unquote enslaved are from that region of the world. And so on a spiritual level, this means something so profound. And all I can say, y'all, is get your power in alignment. Learn to use your power. Learn to understand energy. Learn to be your own God, because that is what the world is becoming. And no one is going to be ruling over you, governing over you, but we are going to be participating with everyone. So you get to be who you're divinely coded to be, because that is the code that will activate your consciousness and your divine wealth, your divine health, your divine, right? It's encoded in you. It's not something that we've been externalizing it, but it's not an external thing. And now as these external forces collapse, our internal powers will rise, because we will no longer be outsourcing it. So if you can't go to a doctor, a Western doctor, to give you some high blood pressure medicine, you are going to be more likely to heal your high blood pressure, because no Western doctor is there to give you fucked up ass medicine that doesn't really heal you anyway. So now you can actually heal. And when you heal that said high blood pressure, you will, because every disease is an emotional trauma, out picturing as a disease. So when you heal the high blood pressure, the emotional wound will heal, and you will activate your powers, your ability through whatever patterns and traumas that you have been holding on to, that are based in this externalizing of our world, of our lives. So Saturn went retrograde yesterday. Mercury went retrograde, went direct. Saturn went direct yesterday, and Mercury went direct today. This is about, like, so if you're somebody who has health challenges, begin to ask your body, why is this health challenge here? How did I create this? Begin to ask yourself that, and listen to your body's wisdom. It might take a little while for you to really get it. It might take a couple of weeks. It might take, doing some research. It might, whatever. But if you begin to listen to yourself, you will begin to activate your power. You will begin to activate your connection to source that is within you, so that you can be who you're meant to be. All right, you all. Peace and blessings. If you need any support, you can check out my website at healwithmoonmama.com. You can book your sessions and purchase the Mercury retrograde workbook if you like, and the Saturn retrograde workbook, just so that you can see how this work is actually unfolding in your life, so that you can have access to the information. And if you need support, I'm here. Peace and blessings. Bye-bye.